Hey guys, welcome to this week's video. Sierra and I are actually going to be doing another bookish related video. So today is a night where we're hosting book club. We're going to show the setup and kind of the decor and stuff that we are doing, and then just like later on this week as the week goes on, any other bookish things that we want to do, we'll try and pull the camera out and record. So if we go to Barnes & Noble maybe, because I honestly haven't been to Barnes & Noble in a while, so I could be due for, you know, picking up some new books. Sierra has her book journal that she could maybe do another spread on and kind of show you guys any progress she's made with that. And you know, we'll just see where else the video takes us. But we'll show some setup for book club. I think that there's gonna be like 7 or 8 people here for book club. We're doing a Friendsgiving potluck, so Sierra and I made a cheesecake, and supposedly one of our friends is bringing a turkey that she was supposed to figure out how to make in a crock pot.
Isn't that crazy?
So we'll see if that ended up working out. We always like to put this little book club thing up on our shelf, so I'm gonna get that situated. And Vegas is actually going to our mom's house for a little doggy play date, because it's just less, he doesn't need to worry about the food, you know.
Yeah.
I can't get this straightened out. Now this is a rectangular cloth on a round table, but I mean, we might as well use it, we have it. For our meeting this month, we ended up reading The Boyfriend by Frida McFadden. I believe that's one of her newest releases, if not her newest one. And I've read a couple of Frida McFadden books at this point, like I think this is my 3rd one, and I have enjoyed her books, but I also I've never gone and binged a bunch of them, but they are typically pretty good solid thrillers, and I must admit I don't usually see the twist coming. So I thought I would talk just a little bit about my thoughts on that, and then I could share what I'm planning on suggesting as an option for our next book club, because usually we'll try and go through and have people give a suggestion if they have one, then we'll vote on stuff. So I gave The Boyfriend 4 stars. Sierra and I actually listened to it on audiobook together, because we were road tripping back from Indianapolis when we were listening to it. And Sierra's usually not very pro audiobook. I will use audiobook every once in a while, but we both had a pretty positive experience with listening to it on the way back, and we thought it was usually you wouldn't think you could listen to an audiobook for 7 hours straight, but that's basically what we did. And we listened to it on 1.5 times speed. We got the whole thing done basically, and it was kind of fun to listen to it together and be able to chat about our different theories or ideas of what could be happening, who could we suspect. For this next month, I didn't spend a whole lot of time thinking about what a really good book club pick would be, but I'm going to be suggesting Madonna in a Fur Coat, which I never heard of before, but I followed Jack Edwards on Goodreads, and he gave it 5 stars, and his review just intrigued me. I think it's a translated novel. The pro for this one is that it's only 168 pages, so a lot of people in our book club really like the shorter books. We have not read one that short, but I am kind of wondering if that would be intriguing to some people. I also feel if not for book club, I might not get around to reading this book, so that's kind of why I want to suggest it. And I think it's kind of a love story. Here's Jack Edwards' review, if you know who that is. You think you know yearning, and then you read Madonna in a Fur Coat. You think you know the fleeting nature of happiness, and then you read Madonna in the Fur Coat. You think you know unrequited love, and then you read Madonna in a Fur Coat, with many, many exclamation points through it. So I was just okay, say no more. I will add that to my TBR, and I'll suggest it to book club. finished up with our little Barnes & Noble excursion. And I left with 2 books, Sarah left with 1. So I opted to I got A Reign of Rose. This is the 3rd book in the Sacred Stones trilogy. I have thoroughly been enjoying this trilogy. This book has been out for like a little bit and I haven't been able to find it in stores until today. So I got that. I also was reminded in stores, and I showed you guys a clip of me being like, oh my god, I forgot this book came out. The 3rd book in the Crowns of Naxia series came out. However, those books are all in Kindle Unlimited, so I didn't buy it.
It drives me insane how all of those covers for the book series are like AI designed,
But
because the covers don't make any sense.
So much. I almost am like, I need to buy it anyways. I need like alternate covers. Then I got The Prison Healer. This is the 1st book in a series, and it's been on my TBR for a while. This is YA fantasy, and I know I've read like the synopsis before, but I felt like today was the day to pick it up, so.
I am currently reading Throne of Glass. Hopefully at some point in this video I'll finish it. So I picked up book number 2 in the series, Crown of Midnight, and I don't know if I'm going to start it next. I think I'm going to like wait a little bit.
Palate cleanser.
And then start this at some point in the future. But I figured I would reward myself for finishing the book soon. Gotta get ready to read the next book. So that is our little Barnes & Noble excursion.
Okay, I have officially finished Throne of Glass. I finished it this morning, and I think I'm going to land at like a solid 4 stars. I feel like I need to trust Sarah J. Maas just like I did with ACOTAR, and I'm sure as the books go on, like I'll get more invested in the characters. I think there are like a lot of characters that still need to be introduced because I've tried to avoid Throne of Glass spoilers as best I can, but I think that like the 3 main characters that we met in this book, like I think there's more than that. I don't know how many more, but I think there's a lot more. So, I'm going to continue the series. I will say, this book and the premise very much reminded me of like a lot of other romantasy books that I've read. Serpent in the Wings of Night, Powerless, Red Queen, just like main female character gets put in some sort of like trial competition type of thing. It's like staying at a castle. There's like a prince and maybe like a guard or soldier, like some other type, like 2 main male characters. And so it didn't really like necessarily stand out compared to those books. But I'm curious to see as the series goes on what happens. So that is my review. I don't think I'm going to jump right into the next book. I think I'm gonna take a hiatus from Throne of Glass for now and read a shorter book. I think I'm debating between The Picture of Dorian Gray, I think that's what it's called, or Madonna in a Fur Coat. Those are both supposed to be shorter books, but I will come back and let you guys know which one I end up picking. I am going to update my reading journal so I can show you guys some of my current spreads, and then my hope is to update what I can based off of what I've read since I last updated it, and then I want to make a spread. And I was talking to Megan about like what spread should I do. She was like, why don't you do one of your favorite books of all time? She's grabbing it for me. 11/22/63, and I was like, I actually think I could make a spread for this with what I have. If you have not read this, please read it. I know it's daunting, but it is so wonderful and so lovely. 5 stars. I need to reread it at some point. So anyway, this is my book journal. I've shown you this before. I just got like the plain, it's like a plain bullet journal from Hobby Lobby. These are my stickers on it. I've got some Sarah J. Maas ones, beach read, romantasy stuff. Let me show you guys. All right, here's what we've got on the docket for what we want to do. I can update some more of the books that I have read. Read 2 more books that I can add on here, and then I need to like still, I have all these books written in, but I haven't gone through with my like micron pen to actually like make it so you can read it. But I'm worried because my handwriting is bad, so it's gonna look bad. But I have 2 star ratings that I can add. I technically could add in the next book that we're reading if I have enough stuff to print. I did add in our little book club picture. Don't worry about the months on here. I don't know how it got so off because it's like October was not
this next book, but it's where it's gonna go. This, I don't, oh, I can update my Throne of Glass reading tracker. And I think that's it for that one. I don't think I can add any books to here. I was telling you guys if I read The Picture of Dorian Gray, that's a classic. So I could get another bingo thing marked off. This is my ACOTAR spread. Do you have any anticipated releases that I should add? I just bought Lost and Lassoed. We saw Songbird of Heart and Stone at Barnes & Noble the other day. So I still have to read the second book. That's all I've got for now. I'm skipping over this one. I need to redo this. This is my Ministry of Time spread that I did at one of our craft club gatherings. This is new. I can update this with books that I've read since I last added to it. Throne of Glass can go in. Maybe a couple other ones could go in. And then, when I'm done updating, we will start an 11/22/63 spread. I just consulted Megan. She agreed that I can update this page by highlighting any of the books that I have bought. And I have bought Lost and Lassoed. So I'll kind of walk you guys through my thought process of how I've been making these spreads. Typically, so I use these little background things that I got from Hobby Lobby. And what's annoying is like they're double-sided, so I have to be kind of picky with, you know, which side do I want to use. I like these two for 11/22/63. One, because like the colors kind of match the aesthetic of the book, and then I try to like actually have it make sense with the book. So part of the book takes place in like a school setting, so that's why I like this one. This red part kind of matches like the blood stain up here on the book. And then what I like about this one is that it looks like a book, like library card thing, but it also has like all these dates listed, which matches like the theme of like the time travel kind of aspect of it, which I thought was cool. So I'm gonna try to figure out how I want to orient and cut these and then attach them to the page. Okay, so I printed off 11/22/63, just kind of cut off a little bit, whatever. This is our book club book, and then I don't like to waste this paper, so I printed off Beach Reading Book Lovers as well, in case I ever want to do anything with that. I was silly just now printing off this size for this page because I forgot that I only use the smaller versions for other stuff. This one was a full size and looks a little bit less ridiculous, so I may be reprinting to a full size one. So my sprocket needs to charge and I can't print this right now. And I don't want to do anything else on here until I have that secured. So I might put a pause on things for tonight and then try to work on it a little bit more tomorrow. Hello you guys. I am actually not working today. I have some time off between my previous full-time job and my next job. And so I kind of have the whole afternoon. It's 1:30 right now. And I'm like, what better way to try and do something semi-productive rather than just like scrolling on my phone or on YouTube than finish my book. So I'm currently reading Daughter of the Moon Goddess. I've kind of been going back and forth between reading this on my Kindle and the actual book. I think I'm gonna try and finish it with the physical book, but let me like update where I'm at. All right, I believe I'm on page 394, chapter 32. So I mean, there's only this much left. My Kindle was saying I have like 2 hours basically left, and I only have like 100 pages at this point. So I'm gonna try and sit down and do like, this sounds ridiculous, but I think I'm gonna try doing the Pomodoro method for reading.
to try and make it so like, okay, read for 20 minutes, I can have a 5-minute phone break. Read for 20 minutes, I can have a 5-minute phone break. And then I've brought this book down because it's gonna be my light at the end of the tunnel, just because this book has kind of been a little bit of a drag for me to get through, but I'm refusing to give up on it and DNF it because it doesn't deserve that. But I brought this book down, Lost and Lassoed. This is the third book in, I was gonna say Chestnut Springs, that's not it, the Done and Dusted series. I loved the 2 books before this, and I know that this is gonna be like such a quick, easy read. And so, like, this is like the kind of book where it's like, I could read this in a day or 2, and I probably will. So I'm leaving this sitting right here for me to look forward to once I finish my current book. So I'm gonna get situated, we're gonna get to reading. I am happy to report I have finished the book. I have to, I think, give it like a 3.5. Like, I just think that with how long it took me, and even like the last 100 pages that I was reading, I definitely was like I'm interested, but like I'd also, like, I just wanted to finish the book. So when that happens, I kind of feel like I can't act like I loved this book, even though objectively, like, there's nothing really wrong with it. Like, the plot was fine. I don't really know why it didn't click with me super well, but nonetheless, reward for me, because now I have a nice, quick, like 300-page book that's gonna go super quick. I don't know if I'm gonna start this right now. Like, I'm already just like, I could start this right now. Like, that's how much more excited I am to read something like this right now. So it might have just been like bad timing choosing to read that book at this time, but I didn't want to DNF it. So I think I'm just gonna like, I'll hold off. Maybe I will start this book later tonight. I don't know if it'll be part of this video, but I am very much looking forward to this. Okay, I think I've kind of just decided the spread is done for now. I need to get more stickers and stuff because I'm like running out of stuff that would even be possible to make sense for this book. But I added some quote stuff from 2 of these things that I have that I felt like matched the energy from the book. Some washi tape, some stickers, all that. I like it. I think it matches the vibe. Now I've got it's my third spread. Got my ACOTAR, 2 pages of course, and Ministry of Time. Let me know what I should do next. Okay, it is Friday, which means that I need to edit and upload this video. Quick little update since I didn't tell you guys which book I decided to start. I think I very briefly started The Picture of Dorian Gray, so as of right now, that is my current read. I just started Lost and Lassoed today. I'm like 70 pages in, so are you loving it? I mean, it's an easier read than the other one, so that's what I'm liking. Alright, well, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Let us know any other book-related or bookish videos you want to see. We have a podcast called According To. It's available wherever podcasts are available. And we'll see you guys in our next video. Bye!